go. So yeah, the Broken Arrow, the most popular tour that we offer, the most adventurous one, the only one we're actually crawling around on the solid red rock like this, hitting the angles that we'll be hitting. And it's the original tour that we offered when we started things up 65 years ago. And it's named the Broken Arrow Trail because it's named after an old western starring Jimmy Stewart. Came out in 1950. Not the John Travolta one with the nuclear weapons. Everyone always listens. That one was out by like Horseshoe Bend. They had a lot of westerns filmed out here back then. John Wayne movies, Elvis Presley movies. Now with the bouncing around, I'd recommend that you stay loose. Go with the bumps. The more you fight it, the more of a chance you're going to strain something. So just kind of rock with it. And don't hesitate to use those chicken straps. PG term for them. Just be mindful you don't throw an elbow at your neighbor. And yeah, so we will get out of this one spot and walk around and take some photos, but any point in time you need me to slow down or stop so you can lean out and take a photo, or even to back up, you just let me know. If you have any questions anytime, just feel free to ask. It's nice and cool now in the shade. I'm happy temperatures what they are right now. I mean, last October it was still in the hundreds every day. Brutal. Because I mean that's part of the reason why October is such a busy time. Yeah, fall break, but then also just, you know, it's out in the hundreds, hopefully even out in the 90s, so it's a lot more appropriate to protect you around. So when do you go back down there? Wednesday, okay. Okay. So a really nice hiking trail is up in Oak Creek Canyon, West Fork, yeah, so 89A. Did you take that coming down? Yeah. Nice. So you cross over the creek a few different times. It's flat, and it's its own little microclimate because it's got the canyon walls, not getting blasted by the sun all day long. And you have the creek right there. It gets me just kind of walking in, or you can just like walk on the rock or something like that. Yeah, that one, and then Bay Canyon is another nice one. That's out off of Dry Creek Road, which is in West Sedona. So that's like a mile and a half round trip, nice and flat. You could go to like this local area out there. So have you heard of the Devil's Bridge? So that one, it's good, it's really crowded. So on Bay Canyon, there's another bridge that it's starting to get known about with everybody posting it on TikTok and whatnot, but it's still kind of low-key. So you go back in that canyon and then you see this trail that kind of cuts off to the side and it's like, oh, I wonder what's up there. And yeah, it's another little bridge that you can walk out on. Yeah, I mean, I had people yesterday, they said they started the Devil's Bridge at 6 in the morning. To wait over an hour to go out on the bridge to get their photos taken. Yeah. So if you don't have like all the snacks in the world for these ones, that might not be really good. Yeah. For the Devil's Bridges, yeah. Yeah, Bay Canyon, it's also like, you know, beautiful trail already, and then it's like, oh, what's up there? And then you can do some kayaking down on the Verde River down in Cottonwood. You know, they have tandem kayaks to have the little ones in and stuff like that. Nice little stretch. Nothing crazy, but a couple of fun little shoots. We like to take our kiddos out there. 5-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy, We have a 16-year-old girl going on 30, which she doesn't really enjoy doing those things anymore. And then we have a 19-year-old. He loves doing those. So yeah, usually during the day you don't see much for wildlife, but every now and then you might get lucky. You know, the jackrabbits, road runners, the mule deer with the wicked long ears, some tiny white-tailed. The elk tend to stay up on the top of the plateau. You see any elk getting there? No. Yeah, pronghorn antelope, they like the wide open grassland. Deer, mule deer. I've never seen, a lot of people see the bighorn sheep up there, but I've never seen them. Yeah, we have, you know, badgers, bobcat, fox, coyote, Mexican gray wolves, mountain lion, black bear. Used to have grizzly bears, no more. But the most popular creature people want to see is the javelina. Have you've heard of the javelina, right? From your parents or from your brother? No? So you see those statues around town that look like a pig?
Yeah.
That's the javelina. Yeah, they got their name for those javelin-like tusks. Their real name is a collared peccary. Came up in South America hundreds and hundreds of years ago. The closest thing that they're related to is a hippopotamus. Almost an identical jaw structure to a hippo. And yeah, if you live in Arizona, you're like, why do you want to see they stick? Scent glands on them like a skunk. And then the males tend to think that the females find it attractive when they roll around in their own mess. Yeah. And coming up, they're going to be going to everybody's door, eating pumpkins. Yeah, at night, that's when you see them just running around town, knocking over trash cans. Or just digging up whatever people plants in their garden. You have to bungee your trash cans. You have armadillos? Yeah, we don't have them out here. I heard those are pretty obnoxious. And they carry leprosy?
Yeah, and rabies.
And rabies? Jeez Louise. People say they were obnoxious. Now down on the left. So it looks like a dried up creek. That's a wash. So it's bone dry unless you get some of the snow melt or the rains from the storms coming in here and filling it up. And the ground out here, it doesn't do a great job of absorbing the water. It just funnels down to these lower spots, and it is very humbling to watch the power of water when this gets moving. Those flash floods with monsoon storms are no joke. Just 10 inches of water moving more than 12 miles an hour, it's gonna take the Jeep downstream. It doesn't take much. And yeah, a couple weekends ago with that storm that we had, did you guys get hit pretty good?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. A lot of flash flood.
Yeah. You make this drive?
This is my 10th time in 3 days. I've been seeing one the past year. It's been nice. It's been really nice. Yeah. So you can do up to 10 hours of driving in a day. And this isn't one of the really bumpy ones. It's the most adventurous, but it's not one of the really bumpy ones. If you're doing those really rugged ones all day long, oh my goodness. Now,
Razors.
yeah, that independent suspension is nice. So, have you learned about the different types of rocks, the 3 categories of rocks yet? No, not yet. Soon. All right. Do any of you know why these rocks are this reddish color?
No.
No. Do you know why your blood is red? Oxygen. What's being oxidized? some people need to take supplements. Do you have a bicycle at home? Do you ever leave your bike out in the rain? Why not? Because your parents told you to, and you do everything they tell you. What would happen if you left it in the rain? Do you know? To the chain?
Rust.
Get all rusty. Rusty rocks. So there's 0.5% of iron in the rocks. Not enough to mine, just enough to coat each grain of sand with rust. And they say that years ago, when all the continents were one supercontinent, that there was a sea here. That sea had the sediment in it from the ancestral Rockies, which is what had the iron. And when you look at the lower red rocks throughout the area, see all these striations. They're just going up, 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 up. That's the sea, coming in and out, rising and falling, depositing all of the sediment. And then you get higher up into the yellow and white rocks. That's when this place was as dry as the Sahara Desert. So the sea dried up, no more iron, hundreds and hundreds of foot tall sand dunes that have been petrified. Geologists say that sediment came from the Appalachian Mountain Range and made its way all the way out over here. Sandstone just like the red rock, but it did not have the iron that oxidized. Now the top layer is just a little different in color. That's the Kaibab limestone. That's what you're on up the Grand Canyon. Kaibab Sea came in, flooded the salt deep underwater all the way into Canada. And up on top there, you can still find shark teeth, fossils of sea sponges, and ancient seashells, all the way up on top of the plateau. And they say that this is the top third of what you see at the Grand Canyon. And they say all of that sediment that comprises the Grand Canyon, and it was ocean and desert over 20 different times. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah, the sea was never that high in elevation. The top of the plateau here is like 6,700 feet about. So tectonic plates collided, North American plate buckled, pushed up the Colorado Plateau. This is the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau. Have you learned about erosion? No. Do you know what erosion is? So erosion, that's when like land, out here it's mostly just like all these rocks kind of break apart